Hi. So, it's kind of bright out. Let me put my sunglasses on. I don't want to be rude, but I am at work an hour early because I'm an idiot. I thought my shift was from 3 to 7. It's from 4 to 8. So, I have nothing to do. I might go to the bookstore and, read a magazine, or something. But until then, I wanted to do a little vlog for y'all. I'm just sitting in my car, talking to my phone. And this vlog is about me getting pulled over by the cops 2 nights ago. Yeah, 2 nights ago. Yes, 2 nights ago. And it was one of the worst experiences of my life. It was terrifying. And once I tell you the story, that's going to seem silly because, spoiler alert, it's really no big deal. But, I can't tell you how, I wanted to die. Because it was dark out, which made it even worse. Just sitting there, pulled over, with your hands on the wheel, the car in park, waiting for a cop to come up and talk to you, with their blue lights flashing behind you, and the spotlight on your mirrors, so you can't go anywhere. Most terrifying experience, because I didn't know what I had done wrong. I didn't know if I was speeding or what, so I was like, oh my god, and I almost wanted to cry or throw up or pass out or a hybrid of all three. Yeah, so this is what happened. I was with my friends, Madison and Renzo. Madison was sitting in the passenger seat, Renzo was right here. Just painting the picture for you. Not that that matters, but And we had gone to get Slurpees after we got birthday presents for our friend Anna, whose birthday is tomorrow. And I'm giving you a lot of random detail that you don't need, but whatever. So we were driving home. I was driving Renzo to his house. We were driving down the street listening to Demi Lovato. And it's so bizarre how your emotions can quickly change on at the drop of a hat. I went from happiness and carefree and give your heart a break to, oh wow, this was my thought process. Listening to Demi Lovato, having a good time, to, oh wow, there's a cop right there with their lights on, whoo, to, oh my god, that cop is following me. I need to pull, and it just went from bliss and happiness and ignorance, I guess, to interest, to shock, to horror. And my friend Renzo just got back from police camp, and he was like, because he's that type of kid, and he was like, all right, put your hands on the wheel, don't fidget around, just be calm, just turn the music off, and just look straight ahead. So I was doing that, and the cop came on the passenger side window, and Madison was freaking out, didn't know how to roll the window down, so she was locking the doors and all that stuff, and I was like, oh my god, because I expected her to show up on the driver's side, because my window was already rolled down. Madison was terrified. I was terrified. Renzo was chill, whatever. And it was a woman cop. She came over and said, do you know why I pulled you over today? I was like, no. She said my registration was expired because there was an altercation with the car earlier that I don't really feel the need to go into, that they got the car information through, so then they were on the hunt for my car to check on our registration. Because apparently we had faulty registration that was expired, and I didn't know that. So I obviously wasn't doing anything wrong. I wasn't speeding or anything. Well, I mean, I was doing something wrong, but I'll get into that in a second. So I didn't... There were so many documents in the glove compartment. First of all, I opened up the glove compartment to give her my registration. It falls on the floor. I'm searching through everything. Didn't know what the registration was. And I know that sounds stupid, but there was 4 forms on there that said registration. Vehicle registration, or just forms from the DMV, and I was so frazzled that I was like, I don't know which one's registration, just take them all. So I gave her the stack and my license, feeling like an idiot, and she took them, and we were just waiting in the car, and she was processing the information, and I was about to throw up or cry. I know I've said that so many times, but literally just terrifying. I was feeling a little bit better because I knew that it wasn't my fault. I wasn't speeding, and I wasn't, distracted driving. It was just the registration. It was nothing that my mom was going to, go ballistic over. So, here's a guy walking right there, watching me, and he has a Chick-fil-A cup, so he's probably an asshole. Anyway, so she comes back, and is like, all right, here's the deal, your registration is expired, the stickers on the back of your license plate are faulty. And I was like, oh wow, I did not know that, I'm so sorry, that wasn't the intent. And, because apparently my mom thought she was paying the registration all this time, but it turns out she wasn't, because she was just doing it online without, you know, like, having the written details, which I can understand. And so I was like, all right, that's cool, awesome, am I free to go? And she says, are these two family members? Because in my state, you have to have held your license for a year to drive more than one person you're not related to. And I didn't feel like lying to the cop. A, because Madison's blonde and blue-eyed, and Renzo's Peruvian, so there's kind of, couldn't lie and be like, yep, we're all siblings, because we look nothing alike. So I was like, no, they're not. And she said, you know the law. And I said, yes, I do. I'm so sorry. I'm just taking him home. We're going up the street. And she said, you know, I could write you up for this. I could take you to court. Well, she wouldn't take me. You know what I mean. And you could get your license suspended and you wouldn't be able to drive for the rest of the year. And I was like, oh, shit, fuck. Because having a car is really important to me. You know, not just for the freedom part, but because, you know, like, I work 30 minutes away from my house. There's no way I can get there without a car. So she was like, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give you a warning because you knew the law, but just don't let this happen again. And I was like, okay, well, thank you so much, officer. And yeah, she gave me a scolding and gave me a ticket, but it was a citation on the car itself, not my license. So that's good. And then we were free to go, and she followed us to my friend Renzo's house to make sure that I was in fact I wasn't lying, I was taking her where I was, you know, saying I would. And yeah, so now we have to get a new registration. We went to the DMV yesterday to pay it and renew it. But we have to get an admissions check before, and this is a really long vlog, but I just really want to, like, talk about it. And like I said, it's no big deal. You're probably like, wow, Lauren, that's your big story, but that was the first time that ever happened to me. The only other time that I was in a car when someone was being pulled over by a cop was I was 8 and my mom was speeding down the highway a little bit. So, you know, nothing to this. I mean, this was a very special circumstance, and yeah, it sucked. It sucked. I'm happy that it, you know, obviously could have gone so much worse. She could have written up that I was driving more than one person, which was wrong. I know it was wrong, and there's no excuse, but I know it, and saying everyone does it doesn't make it okay. I know it's still breaking the law. It's just hard, you know, to follow that rule when you want to do things with your friends. But I know better. I've learned my lesson. And that was my experience. So now I still have like a little less than an hour to kill. So I think I'm going to go drive to the bookstore. And until then, I hope you all are well. Thank you for putting up with this long-ass vlog, but I just wanted to talk about it. And I hope you're having a lovely day. Bye!